Thank you. Goldfish. Okay, put these right here. Look, let me try and do like an Look. Oh, do you hear the construction? I do. Right here. Uh-oh. Too thick. Say we're making crafts, huh? Easter crafts. I have 3 crafts. I'll show you which ones we're doing. They're pretty neutral, pretty beginner friendly. We don't really do advanced crafts in this household. Huh. I love it because when I taught public school, you couldn't really do, you could like find a way to do like Easter related crafts, but it was more springtime just because, you know, the religious aspect of things. So, in public school, well, at least the one that I taught, you know, you're, I guess, I don't know, respectful of everyone that celebrates. So, yeah. We have an Easter egg, an Easter egg mosaic craft. I'll show you how to do that. And then we have a little mobile, and then what else are we doing? Oh, a little paper change. That's really good for, wow. Really good for coordination, and you probably can't see me, so hold on. All right, so this is the mosaic. For my master's, I did curriculum development and differentiation in the classroom because I feel like it really helps with different learning styles. It was something we totally lacked in the past, and now we're sort of mastering it. I don't know. We're getting there in the education world. I still consider myself part of it. I'm just very, I guess, interested in it. Of course, I majored in it. So yeah, the mosaics for Delilah, my 4-year-old, which is more, I guess, preschool level, preschool to kindergarten, you can draw the lines out for you, but this is just learning lines, like a mountain line or a zigzag, a wavy, and a straight. And then she will glue in what colors she feels. So each block will be a different color. So red here or green here. And then the rule that I say is you can't have 2 colors touching. So she couldn't do red on red, if that makes sense. So those are 2 challenges for her. And then for my 6, almost 7-year-old, he could do the lines. He could do the lines himself, and then what he's going to try and do is use his scissors or some of the shapes here to cut in what each line is, if that makes sense. Typically, I would use tearing. It just depends how long my classroom is, if that makes sense. So if it's just my 2 kids here, they can come back to it. But that's a fun one, you know, and you can use pastel colors. This is what we have on hand. And then for the Easter Bunny craft, I drew these out for them. So it's just a stencil, and I would have close to, 30 to 35 kids in my class. That was a large class. I'd say 30 to 33 was my largest. My first grade classes were insanity, but then it trickled down. So let's average, we'll do 25 to 30. So I would do these little, oh, no, thank you. She's biting it. I would do these little templates for them, and then they could cut them out. So a bunny head and bunny ears. And what they do here is fold them accordion style and then fold them in half so it makes a circle. Of course, I'll show you the end result. And then they draw their own bunny face on it. So that's one. I just did my kids' favorite colors, obviously. The kids would pick their favorite color in the classroom. And then for the paper chains, I just make a classic paper chain. Just go maybe divide this into 3s, and they'll have a chain, and then you could put, like a duckling's face on it or a bunny. So are you excited, bud?
What are you doing?
We're going to do some crafts.
No, that bunny where you can cut it and put those sticks in it and it cracks.
Yeah, we don't have that. We'd have to go outside on a nature walk to find some sticks. So I'm all about improvising. I'm all about just trying to do, I guess, I don't know, the best we can with what we have. So I typically don't really go out and find certain items for each craft, but that's okay too. And then the last question I got is how do you come up with these? Sometimes I just make them up, but other times I've scanned Pinterest before and I found things there. Of course, anything on social media, you'll find some quick crafts, but really utilize that. I've found that just going to my social media and finding, I don't know, people that I follow sometimes, can be a bit much. So just sometimes these seasons go for me. I just go through my follower list and I take a break from some that bring negativity. So right now I'm on to crafts and decorating and a little bit of, gardening and then some food preservation. So I just encourage you to do that, especially while we're welcoming the new season. So I'll show you how we get this done. Okay, and then I also wanted to mention, I save these little brushes that come with the watercolors. They're just like not the best quality, and I use them to paint on glue. Sometimes if I have glue bottles, my rule is just a dot, not a lot. And that's just a dot of glue. You'll find that with this age group, they tend to go all out. So that's enough, sweetie. Just a dot, not a lot. You can use it for the paintbrushes too, but that's okay.
Yeah,
that's all right.
Okay. You can
It will dry clear and you can peel it off, right?
Can I put this in here?
Nope, let's set it right on the side here, okay? See? It rests. So I got that tip from Cassie Stevens. I forgot to mention that. Cassie Stevens is an art teacher, maybe in Kentucky or Tennessee. Not sure. Down south somewhere, but she's very eccentric and just fun for the kids. She makes a really great art teacher. She has a blog. I believe she has a YouTube, so I will link her, but I learned a lot from her in my beginning years, and it just really helped me with organization in the classroom. Not so much my home, but we are trying our best, huh? So they're going to work on this, and I'll show you the finished product, and then we'll move on to our other crafts. So this is the anemone. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anemone? Yeah, it's a windflower, but it goes all the way up the bank. Careful, he has to be looking. Oh my goodness, okay. It goes all the way up the bank, and then there's just like little spots of it there and like down there. Okay, hold on. Seem to come back quite a bit, but we have a lot of growth coming in, so rhododendron in there, so that'll be nice to see. And then I'm going to take you down today. I planted the ivy and the mosquitoes. No, I didn't plant ivy. I planted raspberry and blackberry down there. And then this guy's coming in here. And then the bird feeder, we couldn't bend it, so it's just going to sit on the table, and maybe they'll come to the table. We'll see. We haven't had any visitors yet. They tend to be up here, but like I've said, I've seen so many birds of prey. I don't know. Like we saw a vulture the other day. They sit on a water tower nearby, and they must have needed a break over here, but we usually see, the eastern bluebirds and cardinals, a few finch here and there. Oh, I just saw 2 purple butterflies. Beautiful. There goes my squirrel brain. But yes, it is beautiful out today. So we're going to take advantage of it, get some more seeds started. I'm just trying to clean up the house. All right, we are starting some seeds today. So in here I have a seed starter mix and then just like an outdoor grow mix, organic, all that stuff. We've been saving our berries and fruit containers just so we can plant in there. In these, I tend to overcrowd, so I'm just going to do 3 in here. You could probably do 2 and be fine with it. And then here, I will do 4. And then the grape containers are nice because you could do 6 if you wanted to. And then I also have some of these water bottles, and I just sliced it in half. And then Wise down here trying to find screws so I can I can put drainage on the bottom because I needed to do that. So I've saved all of these. I really don't love these I more so love the milk jugs just because they're easier to cut into. And yeah, super, super easy, and they can go under the grow lights. Thanks, man. And we will show you what.
Hard for me to get.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we will show you what we're gonna plant. Honestly, our plant date would probably be Mother's Day. Last frost says right around May 1st, typically is when it is, but I mean, it varies. It really does. I just go through the almanac and see what's going on, but we've already seen 2 ticks out here, so we're trying to work fast. All right, so I think I have everything figured out. I wanted to start some flowers a little bit earlier. We need drainage for this, and I can't find the drill bit to do it. I tried a knife, tried scissors. I'm not going to be any more dangerous today, so we'll do that tomorrow. But anyways, we're doing sweet peppers. We're going to do cucumber. We're doing spinach beet. Someone sent me this from the UK a long, long time ago. I don't even think he's subscribed anymore. I could be wrong, but we're going to see. I've never had that. It's like I don't know. We'll see. Marigolds, just because I need to companion plant them for all these bugs that are about to happen. Calendula, just for medicinal purposes. I like to get my balms started early. What am I trying to say? Calendula is great for scars and skin health and things like that. Poppy, black peonies, and then some nasturtiums I'm going to start too. So pretty excited. Here we go. Ready? It's okay if the camera's on so they can see?
Yeah.
All right. Cucumber. Let's see.
Mama, spinach protein?
Spinach? Yeah, I guess so.
How about those onions?
Those are peppers.
Peppers? Are those protein?
Yeah, spinach has some protein, but it does have some good vitamin A in it. I don't like to eat a lot of it, though.
How
Definitely
tiny is it?
Some veggies with all that. Oh, they're not that bad. Okay.
Oh, I see them. It looks like bird feeds.
Here, I'll set the first one so you can see. Just place it in. These are cucumbers.
Oh, but we don't have to do a hole?
One.
Okay.
Okay, so the next one can go there.
Right here?
No hole, buddy, because they're a little sharp. Right. Nope. Right there. Good job.
I think I'm going to do the spinach.
Huh?
I think I'm going to do the
That's a little too close to the edge, honey. Love it. Oh, it's okay. Love that ear.
How tiny are these? Ooh, they're kind of
Pretty
like...
tiny. Wow. So this only came with 6 seeds, which is kind of insane. But I guess that's how they sell them in the UK. Let me know. People across the pond. Am I allowed to say that? Does that offend anybody?
No.
It doesn't offend them, huh?
Hey, Mom.
Here. See, I told you have a marker on your face. People are going to think it's something scary.
No.
She's
Mom,
okay, I promise.
on Ralph, he said,
Okay,
I'm going to be the UK.
Oh, okay. Here you go. Ready? You go like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Right here.
Yep, just a little cover so they have room to pop up.
Right here.
Yep, this one.
Hey.
Very nice. Up. Okay. This one.
Okay.
Alrighty. Now this one. Oh, yep. Alright, so we are going to close this. It's like a tiny little greenhouse until they germinate. Some seeds need light to germinate, some don't. Honestly, there's a list of them, and I put them all under the lights just because I have space. But it's not necessary, like I said. So I just kind of put this packet in here, just like tuck it in just so I know what it is. Of course, you could just like label these, but this is what we do. So cucumbers, 6 plants at least. So yeah, cucumbers done, then Wilder's gonna come over and plant. So what are you gonna do, bud? We have peppers.
How about you choose?
Calendula.
How about you choose?
Whatever your heart feels, buddy.
I want to choose this.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Let brother have the next choice, okay?
What is this stuff?
Black poppy, mommy's favorite. Super pretty.
Maybe.
Okay, we're running low on battery, so I'll see you in a second. All right, I jumped inside to make some, still trying to figure this out. This is the small one. Okay, yeah. To make some iced tea and a little bit of a pierogi break. We have a massive storm coming in. I'm super stoked, but it'll be interesting if we lose power because these lights, apparently, they stay on, like they're not controlled on the grid. So they say they have like 24, 36 hours of light, which would be cool, but we have some generators here, just not all of them. Anyways, I'm gonna do chili too. So we have sweet potato, the bean trio, ooh, good thunder, chili starter. Then we have some ground bison in there, and then I'm just gonna serve it with cornbread. But I got everything set up down there. I just ran up to make some of this, and before I forget, I will run down and show you what we have going on. Oh, this is what I spent a lot of the afternoon on, and I forgot to tell you about that. I was concerned about the amount of boxes we were accumulating just because our recycling isn't like, it's a small bin, and then the recycling centers are far and they have weird hours. So I went through, took off all the tape and like the plastic packaging, and I'm going to use these to stack in our garden beds. I forget that we do that. And then sticks. So that issue is not an issue anymore. So there's a bunch of stacks in the garage, and there's these. I'm going to bring in my tarp, and then I will show you what's going on in the garage. These are the raspberry and blackberry that the boys are shooting, that I got started with yesterday. And I feel like they're pretty, I don't know. I feel like they're well watered, but I'm going to see how they go in the trellis. And then in our garage here, which is actually pretty warm, this is what's happening with all this. So I feel like this will be good. Then we have plenty of room for a brooder and perhaps a rabbit hutch or two. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We have some things in the works that I'm excited about. I will say, I don't know, when it comes to food and animals, I'm more keen to the animals just because, you know, I love them. But seed starting, I'm just going to go with, I usually just direct sow, but why not? Why not start a few seeds just to get going on all this? So I'll catch up with you in a sec. Hey, hi, pushing this sink out of the way. What I haven't shared lately is for the past month or so, I've been having these, I guess, I don't know, they're like crazy intense headaches. I've had headaches for majority of my life. Headaches run in my family, and no, it's not an electrolyte issue. It's not all these things, all these remedies that you see, we just get them. And I thought mine was based around my cycle. It's not, because I'm pregnant, and I don't know, you still go through your cycle, but regardless, they're debilitating. These are really bad. So with pregnancy, people fear of preeclampsia. So I'm going to talk to the doctor one more time about it, because mine are very calculated, almost as if it's a intense migraine that just keeps taking a break. Caffeine doesn't help it. Tylenol doesn't help it. I am not a fan of Tylenol, especially during pregnancy, man. But the other day when I was up visiting family, I had it with me, and I did take it, and I took it the day before, hoping for relief, and it just didn't help. Nothing helps. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I completely lose vision in this part, and it goes all the way back and throbs, but then it goes past my ears, and then I also am getting cysts behind my ears. If you're a migraine sufferer, you might get those from time to time, but they're like pea-sized cysts. The girls are watching a movie. We still don't have a TV. They're just watching it on my laptop, so I apologize. But I came on here with all that to say I'm gonna have some iced tea. I've been using the Organic English Breakfast Tea by Clippers. I don't know. Most of these teas are, sorry. There it is. Anyways, most of these teas are in store, like are garbage, but this is what I have, just some loose black tea until I can figure this out. My Mimi, my grandmother, has been, here comes that rain, I'm gonna shout, has this other type of tea that I have been really enjoying. It's not organic, it's delicious though. I think she gets it like online because you can't really get it around here. So I forget what it's called though. I forget. I'll type it out and put it on the screen, but let me know if you've had it, because if you are an avid iced tea drinker, I'm a unsweetened black iced tea through and through. I'm not from the South, so it's sweet tea's never been really a thing for me. I occasionally will do a peach black iced tea, but that's about it. Sometimes I do sun tea, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this will be good. Oh, I think this is hail. Okay. Pray for us, because these trees, when it gets windy like this, are a bit daunting to be under. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to show my face on here more, but sometimes I forget to flip around the camera. So I apologize. I'm trying not to be my awkward self. I'm trying to get back into this, but these headaches have me dizzy, and yeah, my vision isn't doing well. I can see a little bit today. My glasses don't help, and I've been struggling. I'm hoping if I tell the midwife, they'll not immediately prescribe something, because I feel like the headache is a symptom of something else. You know me, I like to treat the root cause. I think I'm feeling that out with one of the midwives, and they like get it, but if they immediately prescribe something, I'm gonna be really upset. So we shall see. The most important thing is the health of the baby for me. So yeah, and I have a pierogi, have some tea, and meet up with you soon. I'll show you the chili when it's all done. Maybe I'll put my face together. All right, so I have my beef, or what is it? It's bison. Bison kind of browned off. I leave just everything in there, all the fat and such. I'm gonna turn it down a bit actually. I'm doing 1 can of the, I forgot to rinse those. I usually rinse my beans. It's fine. We'll be all right. Of the beans in here. I'll have to get the rest out of that. And then the chili, girlfriend, Millie's having a time in here. And then the chili starter. And then you could do another thing of ground beef in here, but I'm gonna do sweet potato. That's really how I bulk it up, save a little bit of money. And we really plan this year on doing a lot with our root veggies, just because we use it so much to bulk up. What? But you could, if you wanted to here, you could also bulk it up with some more quinoa. I actually don't have a bigger pot, otherwise I would do that. And then have some chili throughout the week, because we do have a busy week. And then I'm gonna make some cornbread. Rebecca, I think it was you that told me about subbing yogurt out for eggs, and I did that in my, well, I didn't do it in my high protein bagel thing, but I'm gonna try that with cornbread. So instead of the eggs, we're gonna do Greek yogurt and just maybe like a little bit of milk, and then put that cornbread in. I just have the fake stuff from Whole Foods. So I'm going to put in my sweet potatoes here and go from there. This will be much easier when I put the camera down, but yes, that's the gist of it. So when that simmers, we're gonna do that cornbread, and then when the cornbread's done, it'll be good to serve. I think it'll be just about done. I forgot to say, I do add honey for a sweetener to cut down on some of the acidity in my chili, but that's an important step. You could use agave, you could use just regular sugar if you want, but honey's good. And then here's how the cornbread is going. I'm not going to top it with cheese, just because we're going to top our chili with cheese. So I'm just going to leave it plain, and then people could make their own toppings like honey and butter, garlic, things like that. I always forget to hit start when I do the preheat button, so that was not preheating this entire time. That's okay, we will catch up. I'm just kind of in a rush, so at this point I'll probably show you just the end product, and then my sweet potatoes I cut up for tomorrow morning's breakfast. I've been really enjoying some of this, another great source of vitamin A. So we're gonna get that going, and this might be the last time I chat with you, so stay tuned for a finished bowl, and thanks for hanging out today.